Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ryne, your host, and I'm welcoming you to my review of American Me. American Me. This is a drama from 1992 and is directed and starring Edward James Olmos. Now, this movie is a movie that eyed up. I actually have this as a double feature with another movie I covered on the channel, Empire. But I'm not covering Empire because I've already covered that on the channel. American Me is the movie that I'm covering right now. So the movie focused on Edward James Olmos, and he plays Santana. So Santana is a juvenile delinquent. So Santana is basically, he's a troublemaker. The film starts out in the 1940s with his, I believe his mother. I think it is his mom. So his mom and a couple of these Latinos. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But these people are like beating the crap out of her. Then the Navy stepped in, and they started fighting. Cut to when Santana was a young man he's a troublemaker. He's a recluse. So he and a bunch of buddies start gang fights, which leads him to robbing local businesses. So, basically, from the back of the DVD, it says Latino crime lord. So, I focus on, set against the backdrops of prejudice and hopelessness. So Santana, like I said, he's a young man. Him and a bunch of buddies are being chased by other gang members. So they go into the building, and the shop owner is not pleased and says, "Hey, what the heck are you guys doing in there?" So, oh crap, we're going to get caught. And then all of a sudden, his buddy gets shot in the leg and he bleeds to death. And they told him to call 911, call 911. So now Santana is now in prison. So has him as a young man. Cut to the 70s as Edward James Olmos. So he's been in prison. Focus on prison life. He meets up with another man named, played by William Forsythe. This movie, I'll kind of run down the cast. There are probably a bunch of unknowns. People I'm not going to pronounce their names, so I'm going to do my best. Pepe Serrata and Evelyn Fernandez. I'm probably going to get that wrong. Sorry about that, guys. So, I'm probably going to get that wrong as well. But this movie is produced by music producer Lou Adler. Lou Adler. He was the guy who produced a lot of the Cheech and Chong movies. So he produced this, and I believe it's his first drama. So I think most of it. I'm going to say right now, this movie is a masterpiece. This movie, at first, I wasn't sure what going into, but this movie is super powerful. This is not an easy movie to watch. It is not easy, guys. I had a hard time trying to get through this, of how emotional it kept me, and at times I felt bad for is it Latino? I think it is. Latino, The Latino culture in this makes me believe what prison life is for these prisoners. And you really do feel bad for these prisoners. Because half the time you only just want to feel bad for them. Most of the time, in the prison systems like that in Los Angeles, it's really hard to say. Basically, you're fighting for his life. Basically, it's every man for himself. So, Edward James Olmos is the driving force of what made American Me great. William Forsythe, as I said before, most people will know him in Rob Zombie's The Devil's Rejects, and he was great in The Devil's Rejects. This may be my second favorite performance by William Forsythe. He's been a character actor for many years, from Raising Arizona to Deuce Bigalow Male Gigolo, that's how I knew him from, to Devil's Rejects. He's just great. He doesn't have that much of a big, but he has a very juicy supporting role, and he's really good in this. Also, the guy the Mortal Kombat guy, Corey Fuka, I can't pronounce his name, but anyways, he was Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat. He was in a movie I covered, 27 Ronin. Well, he's in this as another inmate. He basically keeps killing inmates. Most of the time, people get killed in jails. They get out of jail, then they go kill. I'm not going to tell you how that ends. Also, I want to mention this, fair warning, guys. If you are too squeamish to watch the scene, there's a scene of Olmos and another girl making love, then it turns into a sexual assault scene. That's really hard to watch. But the way it's done is just, you feel bad for him. At times, once the woman runs away, he starts crying. He looks up to the ceiling like this, and you really do feel bad for him. Another scene where a guy gets killed. He didn't want to do that. Then he feels bad. He basically strangles him, and then he's like, "Don't die on me, buddy. Don't die on me." And he looks at the sky. You really do feel bad for this. This movie, I almost cried because of how it ended. And already I'm getting teary-eyed. The whole movie is so good. Eventually in the movie, Olmos does get parole. But eventually the cop finds him. He's talking to a woman. He has a relationship with her. And then the cops come and tell him to get on the car. He tells the woman to step back. He gets to the car, and now he's handcuffed, and he returns to jail. That's all I'm going to leave it at, guys. This movie is great. This is actually inspired by a true story. Now, Edward James Olmos made a movie in 1988 called Stand and Deliver, which was also about the Latino culture. And I remember watching that in high school. That was good. American Me is even better. It has that sort of style, but they're two different movies. This movie is about... Stand and Deliver was about a teacher. This one is about a convict. It's basically about a convicted criminal who has to change his whole life around. But yeah, just really good. I loved American Me. I said this again. This movie has just officially qualified on my 10 best list at the end of the year. But wow. So good. I mean, like I said again, it's really hard to watch. Like, everybody's getting killed, and it's just intense. Essentially, fight for yourself, every man for himself. Oh, I do want to mention that there's another Woody Woodpecker studio joke. There's a scene where the inmates are watching. This is before another stabbing scene. The inmates are actually watching Woody Woodpecker. Yes, they're watching Woody Woodpecker cartoon. It seems like Universal likes to throw Woody in their movies. And I'm like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. And the inmates are just having a good time. They're laughing. The guy is trying to hold insanity until that brain of his became... It tick, tick, tick until... it's a ticking time clock. Like, that brain will just pop the whole way through once that brain... Like, when the choking scene near the end where the guy got strangled, he kept looking and, like, you could see him pull out the rope. It's intense. And I kept shouting on the screen, "Turn around, buddy. Turn around. Turn around." I'm like, I couldn't believe it. The ending... I'm not going to tell you how that ends. That'll be spoiling the movie. But I'm going to tell you right now, I think I mentioned most everything. I like a lot of the flashback scenes to him as a young man. He talked about his mother. I think I mentioned that earlier in the video. But I'm just going to leave it at that. If you guys have not watched American Me, do yourself a favor. Please watch American Me. It is incredible. It is a great movie. This was released 2 months away before the LA riots of 1992. This movie was a March release, and the LA riots was a May 92. This was the aftermath. This movie was during the time of the aftermath of the Rodney King beatings. So this movie again, set in LA. I know they're two different things, but this would be a month before, 2 months before the LA riots of 1992. Not going to get into that whole detail, but as I said, guys, if you've not seen American Me, please, please check out American Me. You will thank me for it. But just check it out anyways, guys. It's a highly recommended film, S-tier film. Let's go ahead and rate it now, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and give American Me, you probably already know this again, guys. I'm going to give this movie an automatic 5 out of 5. It is incredible. From the performances to Edward James Olmos. This might have been his first directorial debut. I don't think he directed anything else. But man, this movie should have Oscars. Screamed Oscars. Edward James Olmos should have got the Oscar for this. Though he was nominated for Stand and Deliver, this should have been his achievement. It is amazing. It is probably going to be my favorite movie, and I may rewatch this again. There is a documentary in the special features called Lives in Hazard, which that was a documentary from 1994. I will watch that one in a separate video, because on Letterboxd you can actually rate that documentary. So you will see that documentary eventually reviewed on the channel, but I did watch the trailer, and that's about it for special features. So it may not say the trailer on the back of the DVD, but there is a trailer on the DVD. So I kind of want to bring that up. I don't talk about special features, but I will definitely check out Lives in Hazard eventually down the road. So yeah, like I said, guys, again, guys, go check out American Me. Great, great movie. I can easily, highly recommend checking this film out. It is available not only on DVD, but it's also available on Blu-ray, courtesy of Shout Factory's Shout Select. So whatever format you watch the movie, check the film out. It's great for what it is. So that's my view of American Me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content in the channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get all my video notifications so you don't miss any videos I post on the channel. I'm also on Letterboxd, guys. You can check me out there as well. Tons of reviews on there, and I have plenty of other videos on the channel, not just Hit UV, but more videos on there, especially with the upcoming Vlog City series will be coming back very, very soon. So that's also on there as well. So check me out, check everything on the channel. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell to get the video notifications. So yeah, check out American Me. Great movie. And yeah, and that's it. And as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.